This is our main washroom, and it needs, first of all, to be made wheelchair accessible. Second of all, we need separate entrances for boys and girls so they don't enter the washroom from the same door. As you can no doubt see, this washroom is quite rough. These concrete walls need to be removed totally from both sides of the washroom. Since the unfortunate incident in Guelph where a concrete wall collapsed and killed a young girl, these are no longer meet building requirements. So we have to put in totally new washroom stalls. As you can see, as well as removing the shower stalls that are here, we need to replace the floor and the drains. So the floor has to be torn up, new drains put in, much cleaner and neater than the ones we have now. In addition to the work I mentioned, we now need to have 2 sinks for each lavatory. Currently we do not, so in addition to tearing and gutting this room, we need to expand it using some of the storage space and have 8 sinks for each side of this washroom. This storage space, this janitor closet, is much larger than it needs to be, and it's from this space that we can borrow to expand the size of both the boys and girls side to meet the codes required for expanding the number of sinks we have. And in addition to expanding both washroom sides, this laundry should be a little larger and ideally should have a separate access from both the boys and the girls' washroom as well. So extensive work is going to be required for this building. Previously I showed you the boys' side of this washroom facility. This is the girls' side, and as you can see it requires exactly the same work, extensive work, that will be required on the boys' side. When we moved into this camp, this kitchen was in bad need of renovations, and about 6 or 7 years ago we did renovate it. As you can see, it's quite nice, quite clean, quite modern. But at that time we were feeding about 80 children. Now we're feeding 50% more, about 120 per meal. And so it gets quite crowded in here, and the idea is to move outside and extend the kitchen beyond this wall. When we renovated the kitchen and replaced the roof on the dining hall, we had the wisdom to extend the roof to this point. This is about 15 feet out. And so really to extend the kitchen, we simply need to close the walls in for a floor and buy some additional equipment. We'd like to have a walk-in cooler, a walk-in freezer. Obviously with feeding more children, we're storing more food. So we have planned ahead and we're ready to go. We just need the funding, of course, to complete this project.